I'll share it once it's finished also.
Okay, sure, sure. All right. So today's topic is so important. I feel it is because during the puberty phase, the topic on confidence and building positive self-image is something that I don't know how many of us practice with our children, but this is a very important role for all the caregivers because somehow children start learning to associate a lot of things negative as well as positive in their life. And if we role model any unpleasant things at home, they kind of, learn that also. So if that remains, okay, it does hinder their self-confidence as well as their self-image. That is why I felt this topic is very much required, uh, especially during the puberty phase. Okay, that's why I felt we should have this as one whole session. Actually, this particular topic, we can, literally take it for 10 sessions because building confidence and positive self-image in, just imagine in one session, how much can we cover, right? We can't cover much, but it does have a lot of impact. Okay, so let's see how are we going to explore it together. And before I move forward, I know I had given you all homework last session. I will not take it up now. I'll take it up last 5 or 10 minutes later. Okay, so I really hope that we get enough of time. Okay, all right. So I have shared my presentation here. So the topic you all already know, right? Now let's go further and see what are the session goals that we have with regard to this topic. Now, the first thing is we need to support our child in developing positive self-awareness and pride in their growing body. So we have to help our children to notice, understand, and appreciate their own body in a neutral, calm, and factual way, such as we have to help them to name their body parts correctly and confidently, saying positive things about what the body can do and not how it looks. Then we also need to help our children to practice daily routines that build independence and showing that growing up is a natural and not scary or an embarrassing phase. We also have to respect their pace. There is no pressure to feel excited if they do not, right? So, whenever children develop positive self-awareness, they feel more confident, they feel more in control of their growing body, they feel less fearful or overwhelmed, and more empowered to communicate needs. Okay, so this builds lifelong body confidence. Okay, so the next session goal that you will have to think about going forward is we need to use a lot of visual, sensory friendly, and script based approaches. Okay, to discuss on appearance, hygiene, changes, mood, private body boundaries, all of this without any shame. We need to talk about puberty using methods that meet their communication and processing style. So, the first approach that I have shared here is visual supports. Okay, we need to include when it comes to puberty phase or body boundaries or awareness, we have to really think of including different kind of methodologies to teach them. One is definitely the visual supports, where you can have body diagrams and you can label the parts and the changes that are happening throughout the growing phase. Second is the hygiene schedules. Okay. Just like how we created storyboards, you can also have storyboards for personal hygiene. So morning you have to brush, then you need to apply a cream or you need to use deodorant. Then further on, okay, so you add your own routine, schedule on that storyboard. Next is having social stories, as I said earlier, also on periods, on erection, on shaving, mood swings, okay, all of this. We can also have or create feeling charts to help our children to label emotions. So this is the first approach, or I would say the method that you should incorporate in your teaching method. Second approach that we all need to understand and also use is sensory friendly supports. Since we know that most of our children do need sensory input, understanding that, uh, let's say if you're using different kinds of pads or deodorants or what kind of underwear fabrics does my child is okay with, or shaving products, okay, are they uncomfortable with those or not? So you need to figure out that offering alternatives. Okay, so if certain particular pad doesn't work for my child, you need to come up with alternatives. So you will use like soft fabric underwear or fragrance-free deodorants. Um, there will be shorter grooming routines. Okay. You can use warmer heat packs for cramps. So breaking tasks into manageable steps is something that we have to create. And if you're already incorporating all of these, then well done. You have already taken one step further. If not, we need to add or understand that these are the requirements that our children need. So third approach in your teaching methodology should be a script-based communication. Why have I written script-based is because generally when we start teaching our children, we kind of lose track on what words to use, what phrase should I use. If my child is non-verbal with limited speech, how should I show? What can be done? These are very questions that we all have. So even before you get into this, try to so if you're taking, let's say, 1 hour class or let's say session with your child, try to keep ready a script where you can look at and practice at home. So this is mostly for those caregivers whom you find difficult, to do it then and there. So if you have a script, you can go according to that script, and it makes little bit, your life as well as your child's life much easier. Okay, and further, these scripts also help y'all to communicate clearly and calmly. So some of the phrases or sentences that you can say during this phase would be like, your body is growing and that is normal. Okay, or you can say, you can tell me if something is uncomfortable. Okay, then you can say like private parts are not for showing or touching in public. Okay, so when you have scripts ready with you, what happens next is the topic when you talk, okay, there is no shame around it. Okay, you don't over talk also. You keep it very simple, you keep it crisp, and you know that these are the particular phrases that only my child understands, and I need to use only this. Also, your explanations, as caregivers, we have this nature where we over explain things. You don't have to over explain, neither you have to make the explanation confusing. That is why I say when you come up with any phrases, any statements, keep it so simple that any lay person can understand what you're talking. So basically, the topic on puberty, okay, whatever topics are included in that or concepts in that, you have to talk in very simple language with very simple words. If it is for children, if it is for teenagers, then you need to use terminologies which are very specific to puberty. Okay, so they need to know what is private parts. They need to know that private parts should be not shown in the public area. It needs to be kept private. So, these words you have to keep repeating at home. Okay, so the key idea is when you talk about puberty like a normal body topic, no giggles, no embarrassment, no panic. This would help the child to understand without fear, build vocabulary for body needs, feel safe asking questions, and develop healthy boundaries. All right. So these are a couple of session goals that we are learning today. Next is we can create tools and language to help our children feel safe, respected, and confident. When I mean create tools, it has to be practical tools. Some of the tools that I've shared here, for example, are my changing body chart. Okay, so this is something you can just type in Google also. You can get couple of them, like how you want to do it. Okay. Second is creating steps on periods if you're doing it for the first time, or steps on shaving. Okay, you can create visuals around this. Uh, you can also have, just as how we had body thermometer, right, for understanding the body signals. You can create a mood thermometer also to label emotions. Then you can create a small booklet on privacy rules, where it's like a social story for your children. Okay, then there can be a hygiene checklist. It can be visual and it can be laminated. And lastly, which is so important, is having a sensory support kit, which includes all the sensory materials that your child loves to do, okay, or might feel comfortable to use. And when I mean sensory support kits, here I specifically mean only for the puberty phase. So you can include like heat packs or cold packs, comfortable undergarments, any fidgety items, all of this. Okay. The next one, which is very important, is teaching safe and respectful language. For example, uh, you can say like, no one should touch your body without permission, not even family members, except for hygiene or medical reasons. Okay, you can say like no if something feels uncomfortable, or you can tell me anytime if something feels confusing. So using these statements, it is kind of safe also, but you're building a respectful language between both of you all. Further, you're also building emotional safety. So children feel protected when adults they stay calm, they do not shame or scold. When we validate feelings, um, when we allow breaks, and when we keep the communication open and friendly. Okay, so when the child feels respected and safe, they are more likely to ask you questions. It can be non-verbal as well as those who, have limited speech. They will ask you questions, but you need to build that bond. Okay, they will share the discomfort, but when they do, you should be able to recognize it. If you fail to recognize it, then you might not even know what is a discomfort for your child. Okay, they develop body autonomy. They feel independent about their body, and they also grow into their confidence. They become more self-aware about who they are. Okay, so these are a couple of things that we need to explore together, as well as we need to understand that these are the goals that we are going to do today or in the coming sessions. Now, I had shared these practical tools. Is there anyone um, who needs these tools where you want me to create and share it with you? Or do you feel comfortable where you can find out by yourself and do it for your child? Please let me know now.
It would be great if you can share so that in case any changes need to be made as per our specific child, we can make the amendments by ourselves. But
Okay.
just how to make it, if you can share, that would be really great, if possible.
Yes, I can. No problem. Anybody else?
Ma'am, privacy rule stories. I'm more interested in
Okay,
that topic.
Prasanna.
So,
Okay.
uh,
I will be sharing for each of the pointers. Don't worry. Whoever requires whichever resource, you can use it. But I just
Uh,
want to know the majority of y'all, do y'all need it or no?
yes, it would be really great if we could, especially hygiene checklist would be amazing.
Okay, Ruth. Okay. Sayantini, I can't hear you.
One minute. Hello, can you hear now?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm just saying that it'll be like a guideline for us on what all we need to keep in mind while making our own personal checklists.
Right, right. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay.
Yeah.
Others also need it. I heard from Sayantini, Shilpi, Ruth, Prasanna. How
Yes,
about?
ma'am. That
Yes,
will be
yes,
great.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, please talk whenever I say talk. Please don't be on silent mode. All right, I will share it. Okay. Okay, going further, before I move further, anything you want to ask from whatever I've spoken till now? Have you all understood?
Yes.
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 Yeah, up till
Yes,
now. Okay.
understood, ma'am.
One query I have, Aarti, just guide me.
Hmm.
My son is 12 and a half. He's going to be 13 in next May. Fine.
Okay.
So, what all checklist which you have just told, I will make it. Once you share, I will get a gist how to make it, I will make. Uh, it's the right time to make these stories and all and share with him at this age. I know that, but the only I'm concerned about is because in case if he speaks out in front of his friends or in the school, something. See, our kids don't understand majority what they need to speak in front of everybody, the social norms and all. Now,
Hmm.
for example, he sees the Whisper wala ad. He
Hmm.
checks it out in the shop, kirani ki shop mein he sees Whisper and all those things.
Hmm.
As of now, inquisitiveness itna nahi hai, but
Hmm.
still he's growing up. So awareness too, we have to make aware of everything. But my concern is I will teach him about the erection part and all. But in case by mistake, if he use in front of all the school or something, then what to do? How to cater that? How to make him aware कि भैया ये यहाँ तक से मम्मा से पापा से that's it. और किसी से नहीं share करना. Is it like that I have to do? If you can just guide me with that.
Okay, I will share my thoughts on this, but before that, I want other parents also to share their thoughts on this topic. What do y'all think?
I also have the one doubt, ma'am, because my son is 7.5 years. And what
Okay,
is the right
Lavanya,
age?
just
Ah,
give me a minute. Let us sort out Shilpi's question, then I'll get back to you on this.
okay.
I think we should definitely give that information that it should not be discussed in public or with friends. It is
Hmm.
very confidential, only with mama and dad.
Hmm.
Uh, and I think it should be like repetitive and it should be
Hmm.
very concrete, I think, because it's a high risk that if other kid starts the topic,
Hmm.
then our kid also may continue the topic and they might doesn't know where to stop and all. So I think we should work more on this.
Okay. Okay, Prasanna, noted. Rest parents, what is your thoughts? Ma'am,
Yeah.
I wanted to ask,
Yeah, Monica.
yeah, uh, as mm, Shilpi said, ki what is the right time? My son is also 12 and a half. So, what is the right time to start this discussion? And second is, as you deal
When
with
you mean,
neuro
Monica, when you mean this discussion on what? Please be
discussion
specific.
on discussion related to puberty.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and next thing is, as you deal with many neurodiverse kids, uh, is it like uh, they get delayed puberty, or is it the same age? Like, as they are not
Okay.
developed
Monica,
neurotypically. Yeah,
1 minute. You need to stop. Okay. Please don't
yeah,
overlap a lot of questions because I kind of
okay.
miss. Monica, hold on to the question because I have to
Mm.
listen to you as well as Lavanya's query. We are now just catering to what Shilpi has said. She said that by mistake, if her child goes and spills the whatever, she has been talking about on the puberty phase in the public, then what should be done? I need guidance on this. Any parent who wants to share anything else other than what Prasanna has shared?
Mm. May I?
Yes, Ruth.
So I'm not sure whether this is correct, but I'm taking a guess at it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Now, the way the question was phrased is in the sense ki if the child has already made a mistake out
Yeah.
in public.
Hmm.
Now, speaking from personal experience, whenever an embarrassing mistake happens,
Hmm.
a lot of parents, and even sometimes my first reaction is to get a bit hyper that, oh no, and embarrassed and react in a little, I wouldn't say aggressive, but a bit forceful manner. I
Correct.
think first we have to start by regulating ourselves in that situation.
Hmm.
And there's also an aspect about what will other people say in that situation. But we have to keep in mind that our child is different and they are in the learning phase.
Hmm.
So to if at this point we are forceful with them or harsh with them, then it can kind of scare them into not being open with us,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So first we have to regulate ourselves. If it does happen, I believe we can, in that situation, take the child aside
Hmm.
and explain that, see, this was something that was not supposed to be said out loud,
Hmm.
right, or in front of other people. You
Hmm.
can definitely approach me, your father, or whichever guardian is there, in a more private setting. We are
Hmm.
more than happy to explain you this topic, but not everyone is comfortable with this thing, so we have to be careful about where we talk about it. Would that be okay?
Yes, Ruth, you're right. Whatever you have said does make like total sense of whatever you have shared based on your experience. But I do agree with some of the pointers that you have shared. Okay, so children do make mistakes. It does happen. And when our neurodivergent children, they ought to make mistakes when they go out. Okay, and the social norms that we all are talking about, um, yes, there are social norms. Okay, but please don't make it so mandatory that each and every social norm your child should follow. Yes, when it comes to this sensitive topic, definitely approach it in a better way. So even if that mistake has been made, maybe one time, two time, or let's say three times, you can still make an attempt to talk to them and communicate to them um, in a much more, I would say, not in a scary way, but in a way which is more calmer. Your language also in simple words, uh, as to what Ruth had phrased, okay, the sentence. Also, you can keep, if it's in public, if the child is doing it in school. So if you know the scenario is happening mostly in school, you can go and talk to one of the teachers there, or one of the shadow teacher, or maybe one guardian from there who can support your child in your absence.
Okay, now in the other public settings, like let's say suddenly you go to the market and you see a sanitary pad there, and then you keep, shout there and you say, hey, hey, this is this. So the child does that. Okay, keep saying it. The child is not doing with any intention of harm or with any intention to make you feel embarrassed. The child is doing because the child is innocent, doesn't know the maybe the concept has to be repeated again and again. Listen, not in public, just in private. Okay, so do not again judge your child. Give your child the time to understand the concept, even if it happens in any zones outside market or any other public zone. You stay calmer. When your body language shows calm and you are not showing the anger on your face, like, why did you even say this? You're not doing that. I'm very sure that your child will pick up that from you, and then you all will be in a better position to communicate better. Okay, so by mistake should be fine. And as I said, they're not doing it with any intention to harm. So Shilpi, I hope we've answered something related to your question.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving to Lavanya. Lavanya, what do you have to say?
Yes, ma'am. About the previous question, ma'am, there she's asking, is there any appropriate age to start about saying all these things? I
Okay.
mean, above 7.5, above 8, like
So
that.
there are two things. One, you see the child's functional age, and based on
Mm.
that, you introduce a topic. And two, right from early as 4, okay, 4 years of developmental as well as functional, both I'm talking, if both are at 4 years of age, you can start
Mm.
talking simple uh, concepts, like not making it too difficult, just simple concepts. As they hit, let's say, 6 or 7, you can get into a little more complexities, and then they need to understand more terminologies later on. But by 4, you should definitely introduce certain simpler concepts.
Okay, ma'am.
Next was Monica. Monica, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Monica. What question you had?
Yes. Like, have you seen? I wanted to ask you, how have you seen delay in puberty, in neurodiverse kids?
Yes, I have. So there have been times where, um, again, functional age matters, okay? Even if they are, let's say, 12 years old, their functional age is like a 6-year-old child. So they really don't understand the concept of periods, or if it is a male, okay, what is shaving? And they don't understand if you plainly talk to them. So you have to teach them through visuals. When you teach them through visuals like storyboards, social scripts, checklists, okay, that's when they start connecting. And also you become the role model. You show it to them. Okay, so the timeline for each of the neurodivergent individuals on this topic, that is puberty, varies. Varies on very different factors. Number one, functional age. Number two, cognitive level based on their understanding. Okay, and number three is the stimulation that happens on a daily basis. Are you consistently doing practicing at home or not? So there are a couple of factors which come into the picture, Monica.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome. Anything else? Anybody? Good to go? Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to ask that. Are there some replacement vocabulary that we can use, instead of erection, something else?
No.
What can we use instead of
So
that?
the terminology is used for these particular words, okay, puberty-based words like erections, vagina, breasts, buttocks, genitals. All this have to be spoken in the same words. We cannot add any other word and make it look simpler. The reason why, um, because especially our neurodivergent children, they do find it difficult to relate it later on. Okay, and when you say suddenly after, maybe 2, 3 years of learning, you suddenly come and say that, this is genitals, and they'll be like, oh, what is this? And not only that, they will feel like this is very different word. They'll be comfortable with what you have taught earlier. So when certain terminologies come, use the same terminologies. Do not make it like, some people give pet names and all to these things, which is really not acceptable. Okay, so the concepts have to be explained in simpler way. Saintani, if it's erection, it can be, spoken in a simpler language about erection, but you cannot change the term, the word which we use. Please don't change that. All right. I hope this is clear, Saintani. Okay, so moving further, our first activity that we're going to do together is called Body Wins. So here I want y'all to share with me one small and a real moment in your child's life, um, based on their body, okay, that helped them to succeed in life. So for example, let's say for the first time you bought the cycle, and after 2, 3 times of learning, they are able to balance well. So your first real moment, okay, where the child achieved a success based on their body is the balancing part on their cycle. Okay, the second example can be they are now able to recognize hunger and they ask more food. The third example can be whenever music is being played, they are now able to dance very well with, maybe few steps correctly. So can you quickly share with me one small real moment? And then I have some situations or scenarios which I'll be sharing, and I will be asking as a parent, how do you respond to each of the situation?
I would
Yes,
like to
Shilpi.
share the first time when my son realized that he needs to use the uh, pot for potty. That was a real success because he was very scared of sitting in the uh, pot and uh, to the potty. So
Hmm.
when the situation, I was trying and was trying to teach him to practice that. But when it happened, it was really successful, and we celebrated it. We made it a like a big party type that he has done a wonderful job. He was so
Hmm.
confident that he realized that yeah, he has done something really, really wonderful. And the next time onwards, obviously after giving many physical prompts and verbal prompts, he understood that whenever he goes and do the potty instead of doing in a diaper,
Hmm.
uh, he also got very happy and confident that I have done really a wonderful job. So this is how.
Amazing. So in terms of body, what has he understood? Like if he needs to go to potty, what is the movement happening in his body?
When the urge to, when there is a cramp in his stomach, or
Uh,
when there is a pain in the stomach,
hmm.
that time he realized that he has to use the washroom for potty.
Yes, so this is called bodily sensation, right? Feeling to go for potty or feeling to go for pee. That sensation is real, and he has learned this. Also, he's able to balance how, I don't know how he sits on a potty, but he's able to balance and sit without any scary moment in his mind. Yes. Okay, very good. Well done. What about others? Please share.
Ma'am,
Hmm.
so for my daughter also, very similar to what Shilpi just said.
Hmm.
So previously she was, doing it in the diaper, potty and pee and all. And we had the potty seat, like floor level potty seat for her. She used to do
Hmm.
it in that.
Hmm.
And then she just one fine day suddenly graduated to doing it, on the proper toilet seat. So that was again, I think, a really big, celebration for us also. Same thing, and for her as well. And she's been, quite consistently doing in the bathroom only on the seat. So, yeah, so similar thing for us.
Excellent. May I know at what functional age did they learn this from both of you?
Ma'am, you mean by functional age actually? I don't.
Okay, so developmental age, we all know, right? That
Yeah.
if the child is 6 years, developmentally he or she is six. But
Oh,
when we assess the child, they lack in their developmental milestones. So when they lack in that, uh, we kind of see that they're not 6 years, but they're acting like a 4-year-old child, or they're behaving like a 3-year-old child. That's what
okay.
I mean, functional age.
Okay. So now she is 6 years and 2 months.
Okay,
I mean, her age, but her mental age is at about 4 years.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so whenever caregivers say the word mental age, okay, that terminology is something that we
Not
don't use. We use functional age.
functional
Why?
age.
Because nobody would like, right? If we call them mental, right? We would
Yeah.
love if there is some better word to it.
So,
That's the
yes, ma'am.
reason I say it functional. Okay,
Functional.
so
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Great. Thank you.
welcome. Um, who wants to go next?
Ma'am.
Yes, Prasanna.
So when she got hurt, she says like, I got hurt. That was
Hmm.
like a very good achievement for me.
Hmm.
So I was trying it so long. So then one day she told me that I got hurt. I asked her, where did you got hurt? So
Hmm.
she just showed here. So that was a real good happy moment for me, because that was a fear that I used to have in my mind. What if she could not express when she got
Hmm.
hurt, or
Hmm.
someone hurts them? So that was nice. Then later on, she also telling that
Hmm.
I fell down, I got hurt here. So
Hmm.
that's the later part, but that was more relieving for me.
Yes. So I think I can connect to, if it's falling down or getting hurt, she's now able to understand what pain feels like in her body. Okay, so which is a very good improvement. That too, why I'm saying very good, because she's a child who needs sensory, right? She's a child who seeks for sensory input. And if she can really figure this out by herself, I think this is a very good achievement, Prasanna. Very nice.
Actually, sometimes it happens, ma'am. Once they achieve one thing, right, they
Yes.
immediately they catch up other things also. Now she's telling, I fell down, I hurt here,
Mm,
not just
yes.
hurt here. So then she started telling me that put turmeric. Then sometimes I got
Good.
allergy. Put
Mm,
cream here. So
mm.
I want ice cube.
Mm.
I want ice cube. I just want to put ice cube. So whenever we are out, also when we reach back again, she'll remind me. I want ice cube. I want to put here. Please put turmeric.
Excellent. Excellent.
So with
Because
allergy,
she knows that if something happens to her, she knows now that the next step is I have to take care of my wound, which
yes,
is
yes.
good. Very good.
Yeah. So now she's telling, I told her allergy is different. than when you fell down. It's different. Allergy is different. So
Mm.
now she's telling, oh, for allergy, I should use cream. So then she'll say, here, I got allergy, you put cream here. So that
Good,
feels funny
good.
also sometimes. Yeah.
Okay. So in this reflection, why did we do what we were actually doing is this. Okay. So what we celebrate builds identity, and what we ignore or shame becomes something children feel unsure about. Okay, so I'm going to give some scenarios to y'all, and I might take names of your own children. So let's see if I know your children a little bit more in terms of your names, their names, okay? And I have just connected an imaginary situation towards each child. Okay, you need to unmute and tell me as a parent how you're going to respond to that situation. Okay, so the first one is this is Arya. Okay, so Arya notices sensory overwhelm and shows a behavioral action. Okay, so let's say Arya says or shows too loud and covers her ears and she steps away. As a parent, how would you respond to this?
I mostly ask her, do you want to leave this place? Shall we go out?
Hmm.
Are you feeling it too loud?
Okay, good. But here, okay, whatever you're doing is correct, Prasanna. But here we are
Mhm.
learning a phrase which we can
Mhm.
talk uh, in a better way if this scenario happens. And this is not just for Arya, this is for any child who's facing the similar
Mhm.
situation.
Mhm.
So we can say, good job noticing what your body needs and keeping yourself safe. Okay, one thing she noticed that the sound is too loud and she
Yes.
can't take
Mhm.
it. Second thing, she kept herself safe. How? By closing her ears and moving away. Now, why are we practicing this phrase? It is because we need to celebrate. What do we need to celebrate?
We need to celebrate their awareness and protection.
Awareness, protection, their identity. What else?
They are able to become more aware of their body.
Yes, Lavanya is correct. Very good. Lavanya is paying attention to the session. Very well, rightly said. Okay. So we need to help them to be aware of their body. That is why we are doing this activity. Okay. Um, Now, when I say this phrase, what is the girl, Arya, what is she learning from inside? She's learning that my sensory needs are real and valid. This is what
Yes.
she's learning. Okay. So please keep a note of this phrase. You have to use this kind of phrase. The second scenario, Ayushman. I think this is Saintini, yes. Ayushman tries a new clothing texture. Okay. He says, this shirt is very itchy, but I can try it for maybe just 1 minute. What will you say?
Generally, he wouldn't want to keep it on. I mean, if I uh,
Okay.
but yeah, I appreciate that he's giving something new a try. I can appreciate that he's giving it a try, but I'll also give him the freedom that if he doesn't want to wear it,
Hmm.
he can leave that and choose something else that he prefers.
Correct. Your approach is correct. But what phrase will you use?
Which I'll say to him.
Yes, it has to be something like a positive statement.
Mm, it's good that you're noticing,
Hmm.
the touch. I don't know actually. I mean, I'm not
Okay,
sure
I
what
can
I
help
can
you
say.
here. You can just saying because he's trying something new first thing. Okay, so you
Hmm.
can say you need to understand his feeling here. So first thing you can point out by saying that is brave. Okay,
Hmm.
so you're
Hmm. Hmm.
giving that that feeling inside, like you're really brave that
Hmm.
you're trying something new. So you can say that
Hmm.
is brave. You are experimenting with your body's comfort.
Hmm.
Okay, so body's comfort, sometimes he likes, sometimes he doesn't like, sometimes he wants to wear, sometimes he doesn't want to wear. So everything is in that phrase.
Yeah, actually, like right now, because we are transitioning to winter, he's now refusing to wear. Suddenly, he doesn't want to wear full sleeves. So I am telling him that you have to wear full sleeves because it's winter, you will catch a cold.
Mm.
And so yeah, and he's for whatever reason he's fixated on one t-shirt which has some small print, and he just wants to wear that right now. And
Um,
yeah, I'm
you know,
struggling with that
he
actually. I don't
can,
know why he wants to wear that.
yeah, Shilpi noted. So you can make him to wear whatever is fixated. Just try, or else I don't know if you've tried also, making to wear over that t-shirt. If you want him to wear like a sweater or something over that. So first thing, he'll get to wear what he likes and what he's comfortable. Second thing, you're just telling to add on to that something.
He's removing that also. He's not wearing the
Oh.
add-on sweatshirt. And the issue is there's one t-shirt of that one kind. I have only one of it. So it needs to go for wash also.
Yes, I
So
know, I know. Yes,
yeah,
we need to
so
maintain
I'm
hygiene.
telling him you choose what you want to wear. I'll
Mm,
not tell you what you need to wear,
mm.
but these are the options that you can choose from.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
that's the best I can do for him because
Yeah, choice making
ultimately, yeah,
works. Yes,
yeah. So at least he feels okay. It's my choice. I'm not being forced to wear what she wants.
correct, correct.
So,
So I
so,
see your approach is not wrong. It's correct what you're
hmm,
doing.
hmm,
Uh,
hmm.
just see if we can think about alternatives, is what I said.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll do the
Okay.
other way. Maybe wear a t-shirt underneath full sleeves and wear the t-shirt he wants over that.
Yeah,
Maybe I
something
can
like
try
that.
that.
I mean, we need
I
to
can try that.
explore together.
Yeah, I can try that. That's
Okay,
a style also anyway.
yes.
Yeah.
The next child's name I'm going to take is Sarvadnya. Okay, Sarvadnya holds pencil in her own way, and while she's holding the pencil differently, but she completes a particular painting or a drawing. Um, so how would you respond to this as a parent? Monica, you're on mute.
Oh yeah, my son, ma'am, Sarvadnya, uh, you said he is not holding pencil properly. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somehow holding
Mm,
very differently,
his
but
grip is
com
not good.
correct,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. So,
Just tell me the phrase that you will tell.
okay. Good trying, but yeah, let's try doing it differently. Let's see how if it works. Uh, when I'm trying to correct him. So that is what I would say.
We all want to get into the correction mode now as a parent.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you would like to say?
Mm,
Okay. So here we
good
can
trying.
just,
Yeah.
okay, good trying or good effort. Again, that's a very, very short phrase. Now, if he
Okay.
feels that, wow, this is really nice, like mama is appreciating me, go ahead. I will not say stop it. Okay. just add to it a little bit more, I would say. You can look at what he has created or he has made. Okay, and you can say that you made a picture that shows your ideas beautifully. Okay, you need to add some different vocabulary here. That is why I'm teaching you all that the phrases that you use is not enough. We need to start thinking of new phrases, new vocabulary. Now, when you say this, what is your child learning? That my body can do things in ways that works for me, and mama is not correcting me. Okay, so when you use the word that in terms of correction, I caught hold of you there. Okay, so how many of us we literally look at our children just to correct them? I think all of us, right? Yeah. I think for me also, when I started my journey with neurodivergent children, I had this very peculiar behavior in me where I would correct. But gradually I realized that they're not learning anything when I do that. And I started working on my own skills where instead of correcting, I kind of changed my communication with them and I started adding it in a very different way. So this is how I used to do it. And they used to know that, okay, ma'am is acknowledging what I'm feeling. Maybe I need to just correct here. Maybe. So that is the doubt I used to put in their mind. So we all as caregivers, please do not focus on I need to correct my child on each and everything. Just let go of those things. Focus more on how you can communicate better to your child. Focus on yourself. Okay, let's go to the next example. This is for Rudvin. Okay, Rudvin walks, climbs, and he jumps in his own rhythm. The situation here is Rudvin climbs the stairs slowly using the railing, very slowly. Okay, now what will you say as a parent? Please connect it to the body. You have to understand your phrases should connect to the body of the child.
Wow, Rudwin, it's so great to see you moving with moving very carefully.
Moving very carefully. Okay. Good enough. Your statement is good enough. Anything else? Like you would want to make it a little different?
So
Okay, you can just add another element here saying that um, you found your own steady pace, right? You found your own pace of climbing the stairs. That's how bodies grow stronger or bodies get stronger. Connected to the body. Your phrase should connect to the body. When you say this, okay, what is the child learning here? The child is learning that my body is not wrong. It just has its own timing to learn each skill, whether it is climbing the stairs, whether it is jumping around, or whether I am running or skipping, whatever it is.
Okay, okay.
Okay, all
No,
right.
okay,
This is
thank you.
again coming back to Arya. Okay, Arya recognizes hunger in her stomach. Okay, so she asks for lunch early. As a parent, how would you respond? Just respond in the sense, here for all of us, be empathetic. What is empathy? You need to understand their situation and just reflect on what they're doing. That's all. Don't go to correct nothing. We are not focusing here for correction.
So, oh gosh, what should I do? Oh, Arya, you're feeling hungry.
Yeah.
Let's cook something delicious for you. I may give her some choice. Let's cook French fries and eat together.
Okay. Again, your approach is correct. See, all of y'all are saying right things, what you all will be doing. But y'all are somehow not connecting the phrases to the body. Okay, now what can you say here is thank you, Arya, for listening to your body. Let's eat this delicious food. When you say this, when you keep saying these phrases in their mind, okay, what is she learning? My internal signals are trustworthy. She knows that, okay, whenever I feel hungry, yes, this is the time my body is actually feeling it. Okay, let's do one last one. The last one, I will take, who should I take? Ayushman. I'll take for Ayushman. Ayushman asks for help. Okay. So Ayushman says, can you hold my bicycle while I start? So, Saintani, how would you respond?
You can say that, it's uh, it's good that you understand that you need help
Hmm.
initially,
Hmm.
so that you can make progress on your own. That you're trying to learn uh, your uh, your how to ask for help, or you
Correct.
know
Yeah.
how you can approach someone for help,
Yes.
and you want to give something a try.
Yes. Good. I think one of y'all have got it now. Okay. Your statement is good. Maybe little a different way if I see
Hmm.
it. Okay, we can also say that since he's asking help from you, you can say just acknowledge. So I am here. Great job knowing what support you need. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sayantini or whoever as a caregiver, if you're, motivating your child to ask help when needed, what are we doing? We are saying that asking help is not a weakness, right? And the child is learning that. The child is learning that whenever I ask help, it is not a weakness. Um, I am being more self-aware of myself. This is what they are learning. Okay? So like this, you all have to come up with situations. And this is why are we doing this? Main thing, we are building their confidence level and their self-image. Okay, now let's get into the other activity. Uh, just going forward, if we ignore these body signals, okay, or if we do not know how to communicate on the body winds, these are all of the things that will happen. Okay, child may doubt their own signals, they may feel it's too much, their creative expression will be discouraged. Okay, they may start finding themselves shameful and doubtful, and corrections may overshadow their strengths. So, all the caregivers here, when you start correcting, please note they kind of start thinking that, they have no strengths in them. Okay, all right. The next activity is called Body Appreciation Map. For this, yes,
Sorry, I had one doubt
yes, Ruth.
regarding the correction.
Hmm.
So usually, like, I actually have a very bad habit of correcting Verghese whenever he's trying something. It's it's a reflex that just comes out, and I'm working on stopping it. But as you had said earlier, that you correct in such a way where you acknowledge what the child is doing, but you put a doubt also in them, so that they might move towards a direction of correction by themselves.
Mm.
How do we exactly do that? Because I'm not really understanding how to.
Even I had the same question in my mind. I wanted to ask same thing. How to,
Okay.
make them
So,
realize what to correct.
right. Um, so I have to give you a lot of examples for this. It can't be just one or two, but I'll just share one of the example. Okay. So there was this child who used to come to me, and this was like I would say 4 years so, and he was learning to kind of build a tower or blocks. Okay. And when he was trying to build, his balance was very poor. Balance in the sense, hands not coordinated. Whenever he keeps one, the other one will fall and all of that. Initially, I used to correct him. Now, how will I correct him? I would say like, oh, you're not supposed to do this. You have to keep it this way. If you don't keep it this way, we can't build a tower. And then he would look at me and be like so frustrated, he would run away from that activity. Then I realized I have to change my approach. So I need to either work on my communication style or I need to work on my gestures, the way I'm teaching to him. So I would do two things. First thing, so I had to build the trust again for him to come and, play that activity. Let's say I'm cutting it short. We started again playing with that block. He would come, sit next to me, okay, and I would take his hand and I would keep one. Why? Because he had poor coordination, right? But I never showed that because you were not able to do it, that's why I'm helping you. I would rather say that, oh wow, that's so wonderful. You have kept the block today. How does it feel? Are you excited? Are you happy? So, I would bring that in him. Now, he doesn't know that I have actually held his hand and kept, okay? For him, it's like he's seeing the tower. Oh, it's getting built one by one. And he's keeping on doing it and with a little help. So I used to just use these phrases. Finally, what happened was he just learned this gesture, okay? So consistent practice. I said, today, let's try with how you will be able to do it. I gave him again the blocks. He started putting like one by one. Again, one or two was dropping. Okay. So I was not looking for correction there. I said, oh wow, you've put one, you've put two. How about third one? Do you need a little help from my side? Okay, so I just nudged him, like, do you need a little more help? But I didn't say that, the way you're putting is now wrong or everything is falling down. I didn't say that. And I did two things there. I just improved my communication. I kept it more positive. And second thing, I modeled how I helped him. Like I helped him through his own hands, pick it up, keep. Again, I did not say that I'm helping you by, holding your hands. I said you only have done it. Okay, so this is an example where I want you to try and relate to your question. So, Ruth, are you able to at least understand a little bit?
Yes, I understood. Because I have tried like a part of that. Like I tried to get Verghese into cooking a bit
Okay.
because he enjoys watching videos on how burger is made. So
Mm,
I thought, okay, maybe it's an interesting area to explore. He might like that.
mm,
So when he was making and he was helping, I said something along the lines of, "Wow, this is great. You did this so well. How about we do this?"
mm,
Like just adding that line, but it was not exactly reinforcing for him. He
mm,
got more irritated even if like I suggested something, or maybe like even if I praised him also for it, he's sort of in that phase where he wants to do things by himself.
Hmm.
and
Okay.
I'm really not sure how.
If you ask him, how about we do this? It's a question you have just put across, right? How about we do this way? And if he did not like it, and you saw that he was showing that kind of an expression, or that, please don't tell me anything, or I can do it by myself, next time you change your approach. So next time you would not be like, how about we do this? Uh, Let me give an example. So this is the burger, there is cheese, and then there is a patty, okay? He keeps the patties first, but you want the cheese to be, a little bit more added. So you can just keep like one and two cheese, and you can ask him, what next? This or this or this? And he just looks at that rather than focusing on your verbal communication. So you're pointing at what is already there. So he will just pick up that. Okay. Otherwise, if he shows like reluctance, like I don't want anything more, you can say, okay, well done. Maybe you want the burger to, taste this way today without any cheese. That's okay.
Yeah.
So we are not forcing again. So Ruth, when you ask, how about this? Maybe for him it's a force. Maybe. So you probably change your approach. Do not ask him, how about this? You just keep the choice in front and you say, okay, what next? This? Oh, good. If he doesn't pick up that, it's fine, no problem. But next time, maybe after two or three practice, he will understand that, okay, maybe I need to add that also.
So
Okay?
it's eventual process.
Yes. Everything is an eventual process. Nothing happens very quickly. The block thing with this child, I tried, oh my God, I would say for at least 6 months, I was struggling only for this 6 months. And in that 6 months, I realized a lot of things that my approach is wrong and I need to do it in a different way. I never felt that the child was wrong. I felt what I am doing is wrong. Okay, so Ruth, you may be correct in your part, but again, there'll be something that might be missing. Okay, shall we go further? Yes. So this is the next activity. Okay, we will do this activity and then stop. I really had another one. I don't know why it takes so lot of time because I have so many things to share with y'all and the time is so less. And I said, right, this particular topic needs a lot of time to cover. Again, if I do not finish, I will continue the next session uh, because I really want y'all to get the main crux of this whole topic. Okay, so the next activity, let's take like around more 10-15 minutes, okay? It's called Body Appreciation Map. Can you quickly choose any one and just draw this on the sheet of paper, on your notebook? All those who's not on their cameras, please come on camera. I need to look at what you all are doing. Once you all are done, please show a thumbs up. Okay, Ruth is done. Monica is done. Prasanna is done. Lavanya is done. Okay. Anthony is done. Okay, Lavanya ji. Nanda, I hope you are also doing along with us. Okay. All right. The goal for doing this particular activity is we have to learn how to support body awareness by celebrating what the body can do and not how it looks. So we are not focusing on the appearance, but we are focusing on the abilities of the child. In India, okay, why am I saying in India? Is because I myself have gone through this. We all look at a person's appearance and we judge, right? Fat, thin, slim, short, tall. Why don't you eat so much? Why don't you drink this? Why don't you do this? Okay, why don't you go to the gym? All of these things. But for our neurodivergent individuals, and this is for us also, okay, that's why I'm creating awareness on this. We have to start celebrating our body the way it is. And also, it is for our children. And that has to be role modeled. If you in your family, okay, speak very good about your body and you show it in yourself, the same thing will be learned by your children, right? Okay. So what are we going to do here? We are going to take each part of the body and you have to come up with an ability-based pleasant statement to celebrate the, if it is a brain skill, if it is something to do with emotions, if it is something to do with motor, if it is something to do with the whole body, whatever it is, I need one ability-based pleasant statement that you can write for that part of the body. And you're going to write it down, okay? Next to it, whenever we say a particular statement, you will write it down. And the same thing you have to teach your children also. So let's say I give an example, the brain, okay, the brain part. What is one pleasant statement that we can say? Um, let's say my child focuses very well when I give them the activity of puzzle. Okay, so one statement can be, we are not talking anything about the activity here. We are focusing on the body parts. Okay, so it is, I can focus and also take breaks when I need. So this is one ability-based statement which you can write for the brain part. So now when the child looks at it and reads at it, they know that, oh wow, I'm able to focus so well. And that is my skill. Okay, uh, let's pick up the parts. Okay, now, is there anyone else who would like to give another statement for the head or the brain?
I can observe my surroundings well.
That is for the eyes.
Brain only. Yeah, eyes. Yeah,
We
eyes,
first
brain.
look at things and then that signal passes to the brain.
Yeah, yeah. मतलब,
Are you
I meant
confused?
for being observant, basically. I
You're
meant being
right.
observant.
Yeah, you're right. But that can go for the eyes.
Hmm.
Okay, so it can be like something, I notice small details that others might miss. Okay, so be a little
Correct. Yeah.
specific. Yeah. Okay. Any other statements for the head or brain? You know your
Visual
child's
memory.
strength.
Visual memory comes under brain only, ma'am.
Yeah, but you need to come up with a statement, Lavanya.
I can remember
Yeah, I can.
birth dates very
Very
well.
good.
Then
Yes,
most people can't.
very good. So if you have, I mean, if your child has the ability to remember dates, time, okay, then it is definitely the brain that's working, right? So my brain remembers what is important to me. This could be one statement.
I can remember the position of things very well.
Yes, yes.
Even how old it becomes. Uh,
How old become? Come again?
I mean, even past memories also I can remember.
So I can remember all the old memories. Okay, let's go to the next part. Eyes. I think I told one, right? I noticed small details others might miss. Anything else from eyes? Your child has an ability or a strength here.
I can learn things easily by seeing and noticing.
Yes, definitely. But make it more specific. Like learn things like what kind of things? For example, it can be like I enjoy looking at colors and patterns.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes, same place.
Or it can be for some children when they look at signboards and those directions, they are very good at it. So maybe it can be like I enjoy looking at the directions or the signboards, the signs given on the board, something like that.
And remembering the places and good with the map,
That
locations.
will be mind,
Brain.
brain.
Yeah.
Yes, Monica, you can write that. But it has to be a statement, okay? Please
Yes.
make it look like a statement. Okay. If
I I
yes,
can pick
Prasanna.
I can pick what uh, Amma wants from the mess. Arya can pick things very quickly from the mess. If there are so many toys mixed up, I want something specific. So I can pick what Amma wants uh,
Hmm.
quickly from the mess. If the
Uh,
toys are mixed up, uh, so she can pick something what I want quickly.
okay, okay. So can we make a phrase? Yeah, you said that you can pick up what Amma wants, but can it be another phrase, like another statement here?
Mhm.
Is can anybody help?
Like good observation or
No, not two phrases.
I'm quick.
Ruth, yes.
I can find the what is that toy that I want and choose it accordingly. Something along those lines.
Yes. Acceptable, but can be a little shorter. I mean, I don't want like two words, and neither do I want too long. Like at least 4, 5 words is enough.
I'm quick to find things.
Yes, very good, Santin. Yes. Okay, we can use this. All right. For years. Okay, for years, what is an ability-based statement that you can think for your child? My ears help me enjoy music. This is the first one.
Hello.
Yes, Nanda.
My son you actually learn any music, any musical note very quickly just by hearing a couple of times. I
Okay.
don't know how to phrase it, and how to make a crisp sentence out of that, but yes, he has the ability.
Okay.
And then gradually he learned the lyrics also.
Okay. Can anybody help her with a statement?
I and my husband usually used to say, "Wow, you learned this music so quickly." Means just by hearing once, you learn the music quickly. Wow, we can't, but you can do that. Like that, we usually
Hearing
say that.
hearing once you learn the music quickly is good because you're focusing on uh, the function of ears, right? You're saying that he's hearing from the ear, so he's picking up very quickly. That's a good statement. Okay, you're just focusing on the ability of the child. But anything else, or in a different way, we can say,
My ears help me arrange the musical notes.
yeah, Anthony, good.
Something like that.
Yes, definitely. It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes, Ruth.
My ears help me pick up notes the first time.
Yes, nice, good, good. Both of y'all are correct. Okay, the next one is nose. For nose, what it will be? The first one can be my nose helps me smell yummy food.
My nose helps me choose between safe food and unsafe food.
Very good. This is a
Yes, I'm
round of
pretty good at it.
applause. This is a round of applause to you because you've connected to the topic. Very good. Okay, seems like you are paying attention now. Very good. Nice. I'm happy that yeah, each one of y'all are learning in your own way, but own pace, but still you all are getting the concept. I think Ruth also has given two good statements, so very good, Ruth also. Okay, so please come up more for the nose. Okay, next is the mouth. Okay, I'll share one here. I use my words or I use sounds and express to communicate. If there's nothing, please say this so that we can move ahead.
I enjoy singing songs.
I enjoy singing songs. Yes, you can be a little specific also, but yeah, I mean, it's fine for now. Try to make it.
My mouth make we can taste food,
Yes, I can taste different food. Yes,
food textures,
yes,
textures.
yes, correct, Anthony. Yes, Ruth.
My mouth helps me express my happiness.
Yes, perfect. Very nice. Okay, so definitely, I mean, one is you say happy. If you can't say happy, you can also show it through by smile. Very good, Ruth. Okay, next one is the heart or the chest.
My chest protects my heart. My chest helps protect my heart, which is
Um,
important.
hmm, no, this can be worked upon. We are talking about ability, na? So if you say my chest protects the heart, I mean, again, what is the ability or the skill that you're focusing on for the child? It can be I can feel big feelings, and that is okay. It can be let's say your child is a very caring and kind person. Okay, so I am kind and caring from my heart. Let's say your child shows a lot of concern and loves maybe your aunt or somebody from your home. So it can be like my heart helps me love others and myself. Okay. Next is arms and hands. The arms and hands.
If Sarvadeh is playing piano, like
Mm,
we can say, I can say, uh, look, your fingers are playing it so well.
yes. Uh, Definitely yes. Your fingers are
Beauty,
playing.
yeah, if playing beautiful music, uh, like that.
It can be like my fingers
Mhm.
are helping me to express beautiful music. Or I use my fingers to try new challenges. If not fingers, maybe you can just add hands. I use my hands to try new challenges. And I think this is common for all the children, right? They need to use their hands. Whatever new activity you try, something new you do, they need to use their hands. Okay, so you can motivate them by saying this. I use my hands to try new challenges. Um, some children, they show through gestures, right? Here, there, up, down, all of that. So you can say, my hands help me to express myself.
My hands help me greet my friends.
Correct. Very good. Ruth has said a very specific one. That is for social skills, she has mentioned, right? This is also very helpful. So you're teaching the child what the child is doing, and it basically whatever the ability the child has. So if it's very much specific, then it's again a very good statement and a strong statement also. The more specific you all are, the better the learning is for for the child. It should not sound generic.
Hello?
My fingers help me express through writing and typing.
Yes. If they're very good in writing, you can say that.
Uh, yes, we can also say that you help in specific, if I mention some specific household chores, so like mopping the floor or dusting the table. So you help mama in dusting the table with your hand.
With your hand, yeah. Or you
You
can
are
start
helping in the
from,
in
hmm, yes, Nanda.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, you may continue.
Okay, can anybody give me a better statement for this, for Nanda?
My hands help my mother set the table.
Yes, if it is setting the table, definitely this is a very specific one. Let's say it
My
is
hand,
cleaning
hmm,
everywhere.
my hands help me keep the house clean.
Yes, correct. Okay. So if you're looking for specific, then your statements also should sound specific. Okay, we have a lot more, right? Can we do that for homework? So we have the stomach or the gut, we have legs and feet, we have the toes, okay, whichever other parts that you feel that your child has very good ability or the strength. We have the whole body also. What is whole body? Some statements for that is um, my body helps me experience the world. Okay, my body is learning and growing every day. Or understanding that your body also gets tired, right? So you can say, I can rest when I'm tired because your whole body needs rest. It's not just one part. You can also say that, my body is unique and that makes it special. Okay. The last one, which is again very important, talks about self-esteem and identity messages. I want you to reinforce this in your child. Okay, what you need to say here, few phrases. I am brave. Okay, I can learn at my own speed. I am important. I am doing my best, and that is enough. Okay, I am growing into the person I want to be. So these are some phrases which you can say to improve or encourage their self-esteem. All right. I hope you found the session to be useful and meaningful, because I feel these are some areas where we don't look at, and that is why I felt we should talk more on these. Okay, and sometimes as caregivers, we are not aware that this is also a topic that needs to be, worked upon with our children. Okay, there was another activity, quite interesting one, again a brainstorming session, but I'll do it in the next session because I'm already past the time. And I know that we all have other responsibilities to do. Uh, but yeah, do you all want to share any last few words about the session or how you all felt, how you'll be using this, anything?
I had a doubt.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
During the session, you had said like sometimes a child's creative expression gets dimmed because we overcorrect or correct them.
Hmm.
Uh, in the event or in the situation where the creative expression has been dimmed and the child doesn't want to participate anymore, how do we get the child to do it again or at least correct our mistake when that has happened?
Uh, okay, so this is a very tricky question, Ruth, because it's again situation based, first thing. And second thing, if you have already identified that uh, there was some talent in the child, but somehow because you corrected it and that talent faded away, then first and foremost will be your approach. Okay, you will have to change your approach. It's not the child who's going to change, because in the child already that is fixed. Okay, and since it's our neurodivergent children, they do not get excited or interested very soon. They need a lot of that how do I say it? Like a celebration. It should look like that for them. Okay, so your approach will change. Now, when I say situation based, let's say, if the situation was more like he was very good in painting, and somehow you started correcting, like, this stroke should have been the other way. Oh, this is not correct. We can try this way, and suddenly gives up on this. Now, your approach, instead of correcting, what you can do is you can sit with Vargas, okay? And you can say that today I'm keeping all the paints here. This is your sheet, this is my sheet, and I'm going to draw something. If you wish to join me, please do so. Okay, so you're giving that space. Now you take a template, okay, and the template should be something that Varghese used to love doing it, like literally love doing. And you take the template and then you start just painting it. And you paint and be like, oh my God, this is so good. I just cannot believe how this has come. Can we do this? Can we try this with you? Like, you kind of invite him. You don't tell him to do it, but invite. Now, let's say Varghese looks at your painting and he'll be like, you put red color. I don't think red color should look nice. I want to put yellow. So that time you will not correct. You should be like, oh, yes, you said yellow. Come on, please put yellow. So it should be like that. So step by step, you have to do it. And now Varghese has just given you that the color. He has still not started painting with you. Okay. Now he says a color. So you put the yellow. Then all of a sudden you say, oh, now it looks nice. What else can we do? Um, and now maybe Varghese thinks, okay, and he'll be like, I want to put some dots. So you should allow him to put that dots. Again, no correcting. Okay. Then further it will just go on, like till he feels like, now it looks best. Okay. Now how you will encourage him? You can pick up that piece of paper and say, Varghese, I think we should really put this in your room and we should laminate this and keep it next to your bed. And he might be like, yeah, but maybe I think what I do that could be like little better. Like he might feel suddenly that Ruth, what you have done is not at all great. So I don't want that in my room. So again, you have to acknowledge. You have to say, yeah, no, I think maybe you can try one. So now it can be that he's picking up the brush, he's picking up the paint, and he has started painting again.
Okay.
Okay, so it takes, that's what I told you, step by step. And everywhere you should, in where, like you should, wherever he corrects you, you should be like, yeah, I'm willing to, even if I'm wrong, I'm fine. You correct me. Because we have to improve, like we have to encourage his self-esteem.
Yeah.
Every time we keep correcting the child, the confidence level and the self-esteem goes down. And now, if you want to improve it, you have to sound like the wrong person and you have to make the other person look you're the best. Okay, till that confidence level is built. Once the confidence is built, then yeah, you can here and there maybe just pull each other's leg. You can say, oh, this is not fine. I want to put this. But till then, we really have to give the child the space. Okay, this was an example with a painting. I don't know what situation has happened in your home, but you can think.
I got the idea of it. Yeah, it's I think I've realized it's more of I have to control my instinct of perfectionism where I like things my way and give space for him.
Yes, most of the time, that is one thing that we all do. It's not just you, but all of us. We kind of want them to do how we want it. We do not see what they want to do. So it's like following the child's lead. You follow whatever your child does.
Because as you were saying, in my mind was screaming, "Oh my God, he's gonna put color on my painting!" Like,
See, I was right. Okay, I mean, in that process, it can also become messy. So if
yeah,
it was something painting related, he might say, I want you to put on my hand and then I want to put it on your t-shirt. Okay, fine, do it. that time it should be like, do it. Don't go to
Correct.
correct, and don't be like, I have to put this to wash. I'm feeling so dirty. You can't do this on me. No.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
going to be a learning process for
actually, these scenarios have happened with me also. Like when I used to work with teenagers, oh my God, they used to just love playing with paints and they would throw it all over the floor. And I used to be like, it's okay. Come on, I'll clean it today. Initially, I used to get very tired. I used to be like, why are they doing this? And then later on, I realized that that is the way they learn. They like to mess it up and learn. We like to be organized and learn.
yeah, that's true.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I hope this session was useful once again, and I would love to connect with each one of you in the coming week. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Take care.
Okay, bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Shubham.
you.
Thank you, Shubham.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.